Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to explore, is the average Australian a millionaire? And to do this, we're going to look at the ABS statistics, and specifically we're going to look at averages. So we're going to look at the mean, the median, and the mode. Okay, now what is an average? So an average is a measure of the central tendency of a set of values. So basically, if we have a set of values, what is the central number with respect to those values? So we have three types. We've got a median, and a mode. And the mean is the sum of all values, so adding all those values together, and we just divide it by the number of values. So we might have heard of this before. We often can write it as that mu symbol and that sigma symbol. That sigma symbol means the sum, the x means those values, and the n means the number of values. So we often write it with that formula there. Okay. Now, the median. The median is the middle number when we arrange those or rearrange those values in numerical order. So from lowest to highest there. So the middle number when placed in order from lowest to highest. Now, it's also the n plus 1 on tooth value. Okay, so if it was the fifth value, if there was 5 values, it would be the third value. If there was 11 values, it would be the sixth value. So we can use that formula there. Now, the mode is the most frequently occurring value or number in that set of values. Okay, so it's the number that occurs the most. Okay, now let's look through an example of mean, median, and mode. Okay, so we've got 11 capable and engaged students from our school here. I think they're in about year 8. So we've got 11 students and their heights are written there in centimetres. Okay. Now let's have a look at these students. We're going to calculate the mean. So how we calculate the mean of those 11 students is we add all the numbers or add all the values and divide it by however many numbers there are. So just looking at the values there, we've got 147 centimetres and so on. We did 141 times 2 because there's 2 students, 141 and dot, 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 all the way up to 165 and then 135. Now there are 11 students, so we just divide it by 11 there. Plug all those numbers, dot, 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 in our calculator and just a sec, we'll get a number of 1666, which is the top line there, divided by 11. And that'll give us 151.5 centimetres. So that's the mean there. Next, we're going to calculate the median. So first of all, we have to arrange those students in order from lowest to highest. So we're going to get our high-tech computer to do this for us. Okay, there you go. As you can see now, we've got 135 all the way up to 167 centimetres. So we're going to find the middle value or the n plus 1th value. Okay, now we know the middle value should be that 151, but we can use this. So n equals 11, so 11 plus 1 is 12, divided by 2 will be the 6th value. So it's going to be the 6th value along in that 11 students. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's that 6th person there. So that's what we expected the middle guy there to be 151 centimetres. So that there is our median, that's our median height there, which is 151 centimetres. Calculate the mode. So the mode is the most frequently occurring value in that set of values. So if we look at there's lots of different heights, but the only heights that occur twice is 141 centimetres. So 141 centimetres occurs twice, so that's the mode there. The mode is 141 centimetres. Okay, let's look at the average Australian. And are they actually a millionaire? That's the question you guys really wanted to know from this video. Okay, to do this, we're going to look at some statistics from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Now here the mean in 2017-18 was $1 million, and the median household was $560,000. So why is there a massive difference in the mean and the median? Okay, first of all, let's look at the median. Now, the median value means, also the median household wealth value, kind of is talking about that house that is right in the middle. Okay, so if we lined up all the Australians in a row and the middle household, how much would they own? And they own 560,000 roughly. However, the mean is calculated by adding all those wealths up, so from the really poor to the really rich, including the billionaires and millionaires, and then dividing it by the number of households. So what that actually does, that actually skews the number. So the rich values, or the rich people, households, actually skew this number to being larger than the median. So in this instance, the median is a better value or indicator of wealth. Okay, so why is there a huge difference? Let's take this analogy here and we can explain it with maths. Okay, so let's pretend there are only 5 people in Australia, just for simplicity's sake. Okay, now the first person here, the first household will own $100,000. The second household, $300,000. The third one here, $500,000. The fourth one is $1 million, which is 1,000K or 1,000 million. Sorry, 1,000,000. And the last one there is 3,000 or 3,000,000 or 3 million. So the fifth household there. Okay. Now, as you can see, you can probably pick out the median, which is the middle number there. So the median will be 500, or the fifth plus 1th value, or the third value along there, which will give us $500,000. So that's the median household wealth. Now, when we add this up for the mean, we get a totally different number. So we add all these numbers up. So 100,000 plus 300,000 plus 500,000 plus 1,000,000 plus 3,000,000 or 3 million. And then we divide that by 5. Now, when we plug that in our calculator, that 3,000 and 1,000 really skews the data. So what we actually get as a result, we get actually $980,000 as being the mean. So that is a massive difference. What a difference. $3 million is an outlier which skews the data to the right. Much like the billionaires and millionaires actually skew the average wealth for Australians. So median is actually a better value or indicator in this instance. So in summary, the mean is used for symmetrical continuous data. The median is better for actually this skewed data or data with outliers. And the mode is better for large data samples or nominal data, which is kind of categorical data. Okay. Thanks for watching today's video. As always, put any questions below, comments below. Subscribing, as always, is sincerely appreciated by all of you. Okay. And I hope you've enjoyed this video on mean, median, and mode, and you can understand statistics a little bit better.